understood. It's a shame still waters run deep. So let us walk right into the forest, to the trees and the rising sun. It is something we can't outrun. I do whatever it takes to hold you, whatever it takes to you. Wanna be in this game for two. When it all comes down, do you feel alive? Are you feeling lost? You were made to fly, but you're so much more than a memory. It is not easy. It's a shame still waters run deep. As the rest we fall, till it all breaks down. But I need it so, I will stay around. And when you're all messed up, it's a great relief to be understood. It's a shame still waters run deep. What the hell? Still waters run deep. Listen up now. When it all goes down, do you feel alive? Are you feeling lost? That you were made to fight, but you're so much more than a memory. It is not easy. You were made to fight. It's a shame still waters run deep. If you want to, I'll get you flowers waiting around the bend. Baby, let's just pretend. I wanna stay like this forever. I wanna stay right here with you. Wanna stay right here with you. As the rest we fall, until it all breaks down. But I need it so, I will stay around. When you're all messed up, it's a great relief to be understood. It's a shame still waters run deep. So let us walk right into the forest, to the trees and the rising sun. It is something we can't outrun. I do whatever it takes to hold you, whatever it takes to you. Wanna be in this game for two. When it all comes down, do you feel alive? Are you feeling lost? You were made to fly, but you're so much more than a memory. It is not easy. It's a shame still waters run deep. As the rest we fall, till it all breaks down. But I need it so, I will stay around. And when you're all messed up, it's a great relief to be understood. It's a shame still waters run deep.
G'day everyone, happy new year. Has everyone got me? I have done some equipment changes, so we'll need to know if the sound and everything else is working okay, so if someone can let me know. Waiting for chat to catch up. Everything's fine? Excellent. Yeah, so happy new year guys. It is our first live stream in 2019, today being the 6th of January, and we're back at it again. Our family have headed on their way home, so now everything is starting to go back to normal a little bit slowly, and we figured we'd just start off with getting stuck into a new map. So that being said, what we are doing is we are starting a new live stream series, new year, new series, with the map Riverview. Now Riverview, I believe, is a edit of the newbie map, which I didn't play in Farming Simulator 17, and is available on FS UK. So if you want to go check that out, go check it out over there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up. I will show you what we've done so far, which is very little. All we have done is basically bought our starting fields, and we've plopped down a farmhouse, which you can see here, and we've bought a Mahindra. So basically the premise of this one is going to be, we are going to be doing it obviously as a live stream, but it's going to be decided by you, the viewers, as to what we do, as in what equipment we get, all that sort of stuff. So this is pretty important. We're going to get our starting equipment sorted out, and yeah, that's it. So hopefully we can get some decent equipment and get on with it. So let's just do exactly that. So like I said, the farmhouse is here. We've just situated it down here. This is basically, I believe, where the farm was on the newbie farm. There's a few little grass areas here that we're going to utilize as our farm. And what we'll do is just have a look at the areas that we've bought. So this is the map. As you can see, the map is quite big. There are a lot of fields. What have we got? 46 fields at least, 47 fields. So 47 fields in total, which is going to give us more than enough work to do. We've started obviously up the top of the map where we've set up our farm, and we've bought fields 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 17. Now that will give us more than enough work to do. So that's what we're going to head off with. So if I just switch over to lands, you can see that's what we've bought. Now, the thing that's interesting is I can't buy these two plots over in here for whatever reason. And I wanted to buy this plot here because it was another big grass area that we could have put some equipment on that on. But I can't buy either of those. So I can buy all the forestry area there. I can buy that field and that field. I can buy over here, but I just can't buy these two plots in here. So anyway, that's okay. So we started off with $5 million, and we've spent what's that? Basically 1.7 million, just shy thereof, on our fields and also our farmhouse. So that's it. So we've obviously got to develop our farm, and we've got to get all our equipment. So let's go and get some equipment. What we'll do is we'll go for a bit of a drive down to the store and pick it all up. So again, yeah, happy new year. Hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas and New Year. We basically, as you know, went pretty much offline for the period while my family were visiting from interstate, and we had a very relaxing time, although a very busy time around the house too. We did a lot of changes to the house, new furniture in, old furniture out, and all that sort of stuff. So it was very busy. So wasn't so restful, but it was definitely a fruitful experience for us in the house. So yeah, so I hope you all had a good time, spent time with your family, friends and loved ones, and are all keen to get back into it. All right, now we're going to take a right down through here, down past the river, down to the store. How's that stream looking? It looks like it might be buffering a little bit. All right, this is the store down here. Now when you start on this map, I'll just park this thing over here on the side out of the way. When we actually start here, that's fine for you, Jamie? No worries. When you actually start this map without anything being placed, so we've started in the middle difficulty where you have, they say plenty of money, $1.25 million to start the map with. You actually start down here in the store. So that's where we start. All right. A bit for you, but your connection is trash. No worries, thanks, Si. All right, let's get into some equipment. So, right, well, there's one thing that's not negotiable, and that's going to be Big M. So we're going to get the Big M. So you don't get to have any option with that whatsoever. So we're going to go the garlic. I do like the garlic. For those of you on the multiplayer server and have seen the multiplayer server streams, I do love that colour. We'll get the Michelin and we'll get the upgraded engines, and that's all we need for that. Right, so that's the Duckzorly equipment choice. It's there. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. He's over there. Wonderful piece of equipment. We have the Big M. All hail the Big M. All hail the Big M. Anyway, sorry. All right, next, tractors. I think to start with, we'll get one medium and one large tractor. Over to you guys. What are we going to get? Which tractors are we going to get, guys? Start with the large. We can have anything from Stevie's Vultras, Terrace, Quadtrac case. We can get the Challengers, Magnums. We can get the 8RTs, the 7Rs. What else have we got? We got Fence. We got JCBs. We got the custom modding John Deeres, which is the US versions. We got the Big Buds. They're probably really not appropriate for this map. And then we got all the stock standard. Got the 8R and the 1000 Vario by Stevie, and then we've got all the standard tractors for Giants. JJ says John Deere. I knew look, as soon as I said I was going to give everyone the choice to do it, I knew everyone was going to say John Deere. If everyone wants John Deere, I'll go John Deere. I will do what my viewers want me to do and play John Deere. As much as I may be throwing up in a fit of convulsions over here. So is it John Deere? All right, we'll go the 8R series by custom modding. Well, Jamie's now saying Fent. All right, any other takers? We got one for Fent. Give another couple of seconds. Any more for any more? All right, you're kidding about the JD. All right, well, no one else has put anything up now. Duckzorly, sigh. All right, well, it's going to be a Fent. So we'll go the custom modding Fent. No, we won't. Where's... There we go. Stevie 1000 Vario Fent. Stay away from the JD. Thanks, Alton. That's exactly what I'm going to do. All right. Let's see. What colour will we go? I think we'll stick with our colour scheme and go the garlic with the black rims. All right. We're going to go the Michelin tyres with wheel weights, and we'll go the larger engine. So we've got that. So we've got one tractor and a medium tractor. Where we're going to go for our medium tractor? Will we stay with the same brand? Stick with Fent. I think that's probably a good idea, isn't it? So we've got the 700. So we'll get the 700. Again, we'll go the garlic and black. We'll get the knock-ins. No, we won't. We'll get the Trelleborgs. Get the larger engine. We'll add a front loader attachment, and we'll buy that. Right. So now we've bought the front loader attachment, we'll get a front loader attachment for that and color code it. Just while we're doing things at the same time. I haven't got one that's color option. No. All right. As we have. Garlic. We're going to buy that. We'll buy implements for that later. Okay, that's done. Right, so we've got our tractors. Trucks will come back to. I don't know if we're going to get any trucks as yet. Combines. So we have agreed we're basically going to stick with fence, or do we want to go a class? We want to go for the combines. Any choices on the combines? We can go the. We haven't got a low end fence. We've only got the ideal, or it's class, or any of the others. So combine harvester brand. By the way, you can jump into the Discord channel. I am in the open Discord channel, I believe, for streaming. So if you wish to jump in and have a chat, then you're more than welcome to. Yes, class or no class. So what do you reckon? Go class. All right, let's have a look at the class. So we have the 780, the 770, or the 760. Now I haven't actually used these. I did look at them briefly. So the 770, 780 is 1280. I think we might just go the smaller one for now. Might go the 760. So we'll go Michelin's. We'll go the class logo. We'll go combine number 1. And I think we'll go with the standard wheel setup. So we'll buy that. G'day mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. All right, so while we've done that, we'll go and get some headers. Class headers here somewhere. All right, we're going to go. Bugger it, let's put the big header on there anyway. We get the big class Vario, so I'll buy that. And so how are you going, mate? Class trailer, not talking to me? All right, so when did the dislike hit? Oh, have I had a dislike already, have I? The Phantom's been in and out again. All right. Oh, that's all right. We get used to it. We get at least the one. All right. So let's have a look-see. So we've got our tractors. We've got our combine harvester. We are going to need to do some seeding. I need to go over here, don't I? All right. Let's start with some equipment. So let's get some trailers. Any particular trailer you think we should get, guys? You can't hear me in Discord, Jamie? Okay, just hang on 2 secs. I know why. Where's my Discord gone? You hear me now? Nope. Sorry guys, just 2 seconds. How about that? Can you hear me now? Right-ho, now we're back at it. All right. How are you, JJ? Yeah, good. All right, high cap is all I care about. All right, high capacity trailer. So what we've got is we can go the Super Bs. They can be a bit problematic depending upon what silos that you're using. we can go the Stevie Crampies. They're for the trucks. We haven't got any at the moment. I'm thinking perhaps the Agro Liner. Yeah, I don't mind the Super Bs. The only problem I found with those, Alton, is like I said, some of the loading points that can get caught up, and also railway lines. They always get caught on railway lines, and that's a problem on Ravenport. I think we'll go. It's a choice between the Agro Liner or the Crone. What do you reckon, guys? So I go 80,000 with the Crone, or 60,000 with the Agro Liner. Crone? Yeah, I don't mind the Crone. All right, we'll go with the Crone. We'll go with the original Crone colour. We will go with upper capacity of 80,000. We'll go with the cover because I do like the cover on it, so we'll buy that. All right. Now, I know this might bore some people with the setting up, but I think some people do enjoy it as well. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on doing it. All right, we're going to need a plough. Now, I have a particular favourite now in 19, and that is this. The FB3000, TO6000 and the PT6000 Bednar subsoiler. This is fantastic. It's only 8 meters in width, but it's a subsoiler cultivator. Adds fertilization, and I really do enjoy using this. So I think it's a great bit of kit. So that's what we're going to go and use. So there's no choices there. We just grab that. And I think what we might do now is we might start getting some of this equipment back the farm, and then we might do some farm work. We might do a bit of sculpting of the land. What do you reckon, guys? That sound all right? All right, so let's see if we can sort out this combine. Don't give us a lot of room there. All right, so we'll pull the header trailer out of the way. Lovely looking fence in that garlic. Do like that colour. What are you guys? Do you like this colour? Put it to the chat. Why is that doing that? My control C has got shuttle back on again. All right. Got to get used to my controls again. Now, I need to put this in a position where we can load the header. Yeah. So, what colours do you like? Do you like the new garlic colour, or any particular colour you prefer? I mean, I hate the John Deere green. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't hate me for it. All right. Now this is going to be problematic. Might have enough room to get the combine into there. Could be a bit messy. Just look away. Wish I could turn this off for everything in one go. So as you can see, this class Lexion, I've got a review coming out for it. It does work okay from what I've found so far. The textures are a little bit, how's your father, so to speak. It is, I think, a direct port or conversion of the Farming Simulator 17 versions. And there's various versions of this actually out there. But for those of you that have been following me for a little while, you do know I love my class. So we sort of just had to get it when it was there, as long as we had a decent copy, and seemed to be the original mod converter, effectively, in this case, which we think we've got. So stand by for the mod review coming out very soon. All right, I've forgotten all my keys, I tell you. There we go. So we'll take the combine up with the header. Move the little fence out of the way. So the other thing is too, guys, let me know, what did you do for New Year's and Christmas? Well, don't want to go in reverse. Let me know what you did. How'd you go, Jamie? What'd you do? I know you spent a lot of time on the multiplayer server with me, which was good. In the chat time, well, you spent a lot of time on the multiplayer server, and I spent a little bit of time on there. You did a damn fine job of that. You certainly did. Oh, are you the one that did that this last time? Yeah, that's good. Didn't you? Oh, you are a nice bloke. All right, so we're. I don't know if these trees are going to get us. Some of the trees you can get overlying branches that end up sort of ruining your day, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so the multiplayer server, we have a multiplayer server that's available for our Patreons and our loyal subscribers. And I mean loyal subscribers by those that haven't just been with us for a couple of days. It is a little bit selective. Not for the fact we don't want people on there per se, but we have got farms allocated and we don't want things mucked up, and we need to get to know people a little bit better before we sort of give them open access. But that being said, if you're interested and want to become part of the multiplayer server, let me know, and hang around a bit more, have a bit more of a chat, and sort of chat with us all in Discord and stuff, and we'll see how we go. And if the guys basically like the cut of your jib and think you'd be a good addition to the server, then we can make exceptions, and we have done so with a couple of cases. So yeah. So could I sometimes. It's those wool bales rack up pretty quick, especially when you're on there for 9-hour stretches at a time and do a couple of day transitions. All right, we'll park this next to the farmhouse. I think what we need to do now is work out some shed placements. All right, we'll just park him there. Yes, they did. Didn't like that at all. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to do the cheaty thing and tab over. We're going to get another load of equipment over to the farm. Yes, they did. They reduced it from 4,000 down to 1,000, and I don't know why. I don't understand why they've done it. I mean, I guess in a way I do. It's probably more realistic, but it was a bit of a shock to the system when you go and sell a pallet and you get so little for it, and then you realise what the actual difference is. But anyway, I mean, giants is giants, I suppose. They're going to do what they want to do. All right, I think we need to get. I think what we're going to start with is going to be bale handling, because I don't think we're going to do any sheep or anything straight off. So we'll get a bale spike. Again, we'll colour that the garlic. There we go. I'm going to be in trouble when we get some class gears and some class tractors net out here, because I've started really going away from my green and orange. So what we'll do is we'll take this crone trailer over with this guy as I keep on getting mixed up with my accelerator and braking pedals and my steering. And we'll get started working on one of the fields. Although we do have to get some silos put in. We do need our all-in-one. We'll have to set that up so we can refill our fertilisation bucket on the bread nar, and then we'll be right to start with getting some work done. All right, the rest of you guys in chat, what have you been up to over the Christmas New Year break? Did you get a lot of Farming Simulator 19 time in? I know a lot of people are still spending a lot of time with 17 because of various issues and reasons around 19. Some other interesting stuff meanwhile while we're waiting for the chat to sort of catch up. Manuel Farm, is it Manuel Farm? I think he's called it. Oxygen David's new map has been submitted to Giants. So that should be imminent. Hopefully Giants will be back at work and getting stuck into stuff, and we'll see that very, very soon. So obviously every man and their dog will be wanting to get hold of that map and getting into it. and Oxygen David does a fantastic job. And having seen a lot of the screenshots of him developing it, it looks like it should be very good. So really can't wait for that one. All right, now let's think about what we're going to do out here. We need to do a bit of farm preparation. It's a shame that all this grass is going to go to waste, but we need to prep our farm. All right. So Alton said he made cane syrup the week of Christmas. Are you on a sugar cane farm, are you, Alton? You probably told me that before. All right. Now the silo we're going to use while we continue on is going to be this one here. It's a large silo facility, which is a mod from LS Mod Company. It is expensive, so it's 810,000. But as you can see, it is huge. It is huge. So I think what we might do is might get that placed first. We could have problems with placing this. Guess I'm just going to have to end up putting it wherever I can put it, for want of a better description. Actually, no, that'll work. Wait, bring him over. It's pretty close to me with being lined up. What do you reckon? It's going to raise that land there, isn't it? Bring him just in a little bit. There we go. So that's the silo facility. So it's quite nice. That a 2-acre field. We do it every year. It's a family. Nice, nice. Sounds very good. So we got root crop storage. That's the new one from Giants. A new mod that dropped just yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. Okay, what we need to do now is get in some sheds. Now, we have a plethora of sheds to choose from. I do like these nice modern ones. These are from Vertex Designs. We do have a whole pile of new ones from LS Mod Company as well, which are different renders to what we've got previously. So these are the ones we've had previously. So Shed 7 there is very similar to Shed 7 here, just different renders. But I'm going to use these newer versions. So I think what we'll do first off is we'll put this one in. As you can see, it's quite a big shed. I think we'll put this. It has. Yes, indeed. That's again, it's LS Mod Company. There is a review coming on it. But it's from the crew at LS Mod Company, and they do a fantastic job. I think we're going to be sort of very limited because our land is. How far back I can push that? Sometimes you just got to go very slow to find where the limits are going to be. That will do. All right, so we've got that one in there. Now, those ones we don't need. I think we'll leave it at that for now. Maybe put a lean-to shed over here. Whoops, too far, duck. Can't get one in there. Can get one there. Right, we might put that just down. There. Okay, that's a start. Now we are going to need to put our silo in. Not our silo, our all-in-one. Where's our all-in-one? Here it is. So the all-in-one we might put in. I'd like to put it in there, but it's not going to let me. All right. Put that one in here. Let me go there. No. Why won't you let me do it? Come on, be nice. Oh, there. That'll it. Oh, there. Right, that'll it. Nice. Chainsaw the problem. No, I don't want to get rid of all the trees, actually. I do like the trees. And even though we're going to be battling around them, I do actually like them there. I think we'll put... Where are we going to put the fuel tank? Put it over here, that'll be alright. That'll be perfect there. You know, just come back a bit because otherwise we'll block our turning circle. There we go. I'll fix up the textures of that a little bit later. So that's our fuel tank down. So we've got our fertilizer and seed purchasing area. We need a water station. The water tank can go... Come on. That can go there. That'll do. All right. So what we're going to do then is the pathing and all that sort of stuff. What we can do now by doing that is we can bring the Breadner up, fill it up, and we can get started on some of these fields. Although, let's have a look, see what the game's done for us. Has it actually auto-planted anything for us? It has. So we've already got crops in here, so that's okay. So we've got a crop over here on field 5 that needs to be brought in. So let's just take the class over there and get started. How's that sound? What do you reckon, JJ? Drop down a little bit. Okay, hang on. I've got a fix for that. Sorry, I just checked with the kids to make sure they're not using the internet. Yeah, it seems to have dropped a little bit, hasn't it? All right, I'll just kick kids off their iPads, so that should hopefully help it a little bit as well. All right, let's go to field 5 and we'll get harvesting. Now, I will admit, I could get lost very easily on the map. I haven't done an actual full tour around the map. I did do a quick tour to find where I was going to place some stuff. Once I found that, I decided that was about it. So there is quite a possibility I could take a wrong turn and get lost. Hey Nathan, how are you, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Welcome Nathan, everyone, whose farm is going to be out very, very soon. His map, and I'm graciously looking forward to getting hold of that one. Happy New Year, Nathan. Hope you had a good break. All right, I think we've got to turn right down here. Oh, if you wish. yeah. Have a good break, Nathan. All safe and well. While we're talking about Happy New Year, I know I said it previously in my Christmas messages and all that sort of stuff, but I would like to send out a gracious thank you to all the men and women of all armed services in all countries, irrespective of alliances and allegiances and all that sort of stuff, that were serving over Christmas and the New Year break. It is hard being away from family and friends during that time. I know that firsthand. So thank you to them for their service and all they do for everyone. and hope everyone returns home safe on the end of their tour. And similarly, I would like to extend a gracious thank you to all those men and women that serve with the emergency services throughout the world. One of our own, Aussie Medic, for instance, who's a trained paramedic. All those that take time out of their lives, particularly this time of year, and have to deal with incidents, accidents, all that sort of stuff, and some very hairy and not very pretty moments. So thank you to those men and women for the work they do as well, and I hope you all had a safe and happy new year, and hopefully 2019 will be one of relative safety. And I've just stuffed this up because I'm not going to get this through here, am I? If I can. No, that's not going to work. All right, how not to enter a field 101 with duck is check the entrance before you put your header on. I don't know. I don't think so. Any rants on? Look, there's a high probability of rants. The possibility of rants is about 60%. Oh, you need to. Oh, that's right. You need to do 2 more yards. For those of you that aren't aware, that not long ago we did a live stream, and Nathan was editing a couple of his yards. And I did a live stream video where I did a bit of a rant, and apparently it helped Nathan get his yard done quickly, and he was quite happy with it. So yeah, that's sort of that little bit of an inside joke. Mate, I can find many things to rant about if you really want. That's not a problem. No, there's no other entrance, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do this the dodgy way. Well, it's true. I mean, it's true. I'm probably less likely to rant today because of the fact that I had a bit of a break. However, it doesn't preclude the fact that I could be given to a rant at any particular time. I mean, my driving, for instance, could give good warrant and reason to begin ranting, because I'm basically going to stuff this up entirely. Ah, what are you doing? Yeah, I'll give you chest open up, GE. All right, let's see if we can fudge this in. I think this keyboard steer actually does impact your steering controls a little bit too. Yeah. This is not the way I like to come into a field. I think we've got enough there now. We can. All right, let's unfold. We've got enough to turn. Just. All right, so finally we're there. All right. Let's get started. yeah, so as you can see, this class is it functions okay. Just want to make sure that I had the button was working. Textures are a little bit dubious in some areas, but other than that, it's quite okay. All right. Well, if you want me to rant about something, what would you like me to rant about? What is there that we could rant about? I mean, we could go back to the old horses and that, but I think that's getting a bit old now. I'm sort of over that one. I must say, though, actually, if I'm going to rant at all, I did take the time to send Giants a lovely letter. It was about 4 or 5 pages long of what I thought was wrong with their game, and also told them what I thought about their QA and all that sort of stuff, which I've covered previously in previous episodes. But it'd be nice if not to get an actual a detailed reply, but just to, and I put all my details on there so they know exactly who I am, and I've told them the channel and all that sort of stuff that I'm associated with, and gave the email address, just even an email to say thanks for your feedback, da 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 da. But from the, what's that, 4th or 5th bit of correspondence I've sent Giants, nothing. And that's the disappointing part. I mean, I understand they're probably sitting there in their ivory tower thinking that oh, here's another person just bitching for the sake of bitching. Well, it wasn't, and in actual fact, it was. I think it was actually quite a level-headed letter, and quite logical and laid out in a way that could be perceived to be wanting to help them. But yeah, that's a disappointing part, and certainly you'd like to think they could take their the lead for some other companies that do it far better than what Giants are currently doing it. But anyway, we won't dwell on that too much, because it's New Year. I want to keep the blood pressure down a little bit at the moment, particularly in January. And yeah, but it's very disappointing. So one can only... Oh, look, granted, yeah, exactly. And I mean that's what I mean. I don't expect a 15-page monologue back to say, oh yeah, we agree with this or we don't agree with that or whatever else. But just hey, we received your correspondence. Thanks very much. We're going to consider it and da da da. Fine, no worries. Thanks, you've received it. Moving ahead. But nothing. And I mean, like I said, it's not the first time I've written to them, and none of my. As much as I may rant here and say Giants are a bunch of douchebags, or I may say there'd be a bunch of douchebags for whatever else. I guess the professional side of myself, as in work-related type stuff, is I don't put that in a letter. If it needs to be said, then it needs to be said politely and all that stuff. And that's certainly what I've done. I haven't sort of gone off task like some people. I know send them just abusive emails or letters or whatever else. And I'm not talking just necessarily Giants. I'm talking in general. But to me, and I mean certainly for as a person of doing work and looking at it from a working type aspect, just giving feedback or receiving feedback and then just acknowledging thanks for the feedback, we'll take it on board and have a look at it. Fine, that's all you need to do. You don't need to go back and say, oh yeah, we agree with this or don't agree with that. I don't think anyone really expects that. It's just, hey, yep, we've received your feedback. Thanks very much. We'll take it on board and see what we can do. That's what you sort of expect. But some are better than others. Yeah, but see that too gets my goat though too. I mean, an automated response, and that's a problem with today's day and age, I suppose. It's impersonal. I mean, I think to have someone sort of just send a reply and say, look, it needs to be individual. I mean, there's companies that have been caught out lately. Need I say Fallout 76, and some others, or well, I'm not saying companies, but that's, that game in particular, and BioWare have been caught out. Was it BioWare? I can't remember have been caught out doing those sorts of things. I mean, there's a time and a place for mass automated response emails and stuff like that. But to me, if someone's taking the time to do any correspondence to you as a company or as a person, then the least you can do is at least do a personal response back. I'm not a big fan of this automated response things, unless it's like to a mass mail out and all that sort of stuff. I mean, that's okay. But if someone's actually sent you direct correspondence, maybe it's more the fact that I'm a bit more old school. Then you should be able to do a personal response. That's just the way it should be done. And unfortunately, though, I think, like I said before, that's something that today's day and age and today's community is just losing track of, and it's just not happening. And it's a very unfortunate part of humanity that we're going that way. But anyway, here's what it is. So there you go. There's a mini rant, a mini rant. Oh, here you go. Here's a rant for you. Not game related. We this is a real life story. We had a dishwasher. We built a new house back in 2012, and when we built this house, we put all new appliances in the house. And we stuck with one brand. We stuck with an Australian brand because we wanted to basically encourage and look after Australian production, because production is sort of dying off here and all that sort of stuff, thanks to the Chinese and everything else, and our politicians. Anyway, so over the last 5-6 years, a lot of that stuff has died a death. A couple of things died pretty much straight after the warranty period finished, and the particular company in question wouldn't honour the warranty or extend a grace period because the fact it died like within 2 months of the warranty finishing, all that sort of stuff. In any case, I've got to find the other vent. Here we go. Yeah, so anyway, that's all well and good, but so we had cause to go out and buy a what am I doing? I can't talk and drive at the same time, obviously. All right. Yeah, so we had cause to go out and buy a new dishwasher, for instance. Now, I did a bit of research and went, right, well, I don't want this particular brand. That's fine. So I'm going to go off and find myself a dishwasher that I like. And I found a model that I liked and the wife liked and all that sort of stuff. And went, fine, no worries. So we went shopping online. Coming into Christmas, we wanted to get it as quick as we can. So we went to a few different places that offer purchasing online. Now we're talking physical stores that offer online purchasing, basically. So we knew we were going to get delivery within the next week. With all my family coming up for Christmas, we're going to need a dishwasher to do all the dishes and stuff, because the child labour wasn't going to be sufficient. And we went and ordered a particular dishwasher, and it was, I think it was $1,800 or something like that. So we parted with our hard-earned dollars and paid for it, and it was supposed to be a three-day turnaround. Anyway, so third day came around, and I thought, well, I hadn't heard any more from this company, so I rang them up and said, oh, I'm wondering where my delivery of this dishwasher is. Oh, we're sorry, sir, we don't have any stock of that. And I went, well, you do, because your website says you've got stock. And they said, no, sir, we don't have stock, and it's a known problem with our website. It's about 6 months behind. And I said, well, to me, that's basically deceptive advertising and fraudulent advertising, because the fact they're advertising the fact that they have products available when they know they don't. Anyway, I sort of left it at that and said, fine, no worries. And I said, well, it's not available until March next year. And I went, well, that's not good enough. So they said, no worries, we'll process a refund for you if you don't want another product. And I said, yeah, that's fine. So do that. So they processed the refund. That's not a problem. So then I thought, well, we've lost another 3 days now. We're getting closer to Christmas. We need to get this in. So I rang a couple of stores and said, right, look, online you've got stock of this item. I want to order one. Yeah, no worries, no worries. And they go off and, oh no, we haven't got any stock of that. There's not going to get any stock till March. I went, but your website says you have stock of them available. They're available immediately for delivery within 2 days. This is the sticker. This is what's getting me to the rant. The problem with retailers in Australia, and it's probably the same elsewhere, these retailers are not holding physical stock. What they are doing is they are basically reselling directly for the manufacturer, and the stock is coming from the factory. Now the problem with that is, and this is the rant part, the deceptive and misleading behavior on behalf of the retailer is the fact that they're saying they have stock when that stock is not held by them. So that's a false claim. And there's no guarantee that the factory or the manufacturer is going to have any stock either, and because they don't have any visibility of the manufacturer's stock. So anyway, so I ended up bringing 3 different companies and got exactly the same answer for these 2 particular brands I was after. So I did my absolute nut, and I tore into this young bloke, and he probably didn't deserve it, but by the time I'd finished with it over a couple of days, I'd just started fuming. Anyway, so that is what bites me. I don't know if you have the same problem in New Zealand, JJ, or if the guys in the States have the same problem, but it gets my goat that these guys are advertising online. Now, I mean, I could have quite easily paid $3,500, $4,000 at Christmas time for a new fridge, washing machine, whatever else, on the premise of the fact that the website says, and their salespeople say, oh yeah, we just have to get it in from the other warehouse and it'll be 2 or 3 days. And then if you don't actually follow them up, next thing you know, it's not until March because they haven't actually got any stock, even though they've sold it on the premise of the fact that they have stock available. Now, one of these companies in particular came back with the reason why they said it's not deceptive advertising or fraudulent advertising is because on their website it does say that the manufacturer is the company that actually will deliver the item to you. Well, that doesn't tell me that the company itself that's selling it, saying they have stock, doesn't have stock and is dependent upon the stock of the manufacturer. Now, I did actually get hold of another company and asked them the same thing, and they're quite rightly on their website it actually says contact us for stock availability. And I said, well, can you tell me if you have any stock? Well, that stock is dependent upon the manufacturer. So they were actually quite upfront about it, but they don't have stock listed on their website, for instance. So yeah, so there you go. There's another rant for you. But it gets my goat that these companies are doing this. So I have written a nice 3-page letter to our Department of Fair Trade and to the anti-consumer, what is it? Anti-competition and consumer control watchdog or whatever the hell they are, and put in a formal complaint about deceptive and misleading and fraudulent advertising. So we'll see where that goes. But anyway, all right, there we go. That was my experience over Christmas. Exactly, and that's what I said to them. I said, basically, everyone that comes to your website expects that you have that in stock, so they will order those items and then expect for them to be delivered within the 3 days, and all of a sudden you turn around after they bother to start checking on it because you can't tell them straight off that there's no stock available and the manufacturer hasn't got any. It's like, well, no, it's not good enough. So I'll let you know how I go with that, because I've also, the other one is I've contacted a couple of the radio stations here that advertise a couple of the companies and sent them a letter in, plus a copy of the letter I've sent to the fair trading and stuff like that, and said, well, perhaps you should reconsider advertising for them because they're trading deceptively and I do call it fraudulent. It's definitely fraudulent to me. But we'll see what our government and competition consumer agencies have to say about it. So I'll let you know. If I get a response, I'll let you know. But at the end of the day, we got a dishwasher. It wasn't the one we wanted, but as it turns out, it's actually one that's better. It's actually better than what we sort of probably wanted anyway. So and it was a little bit cheaper. So all's well that ends well. But yeah, anyway. Mm. Yeah. And that's what we expect to have. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's what I'd expect to see. But anyway. So Nathan says, hope I don't get you annoyed. I don't want a 3-page letter. I think you're pretty safe, Nathan. I think you're pretty safe. Alton says, we have a problem here with parts houses. Trying to replace your brakes and they have 3 sets but not the 4th. Oh, so one day job turns into a 3-day waiting for the parts. Yeah, that's always a bit of a problem too, isn't it? Where a shop or a service agency or whatever else, really they should know that generally if you've got to replace brake pads or brake discs or something like that, you generally going to replace all 4 at the one time. I mean, if you're only going to replace 1 set out of 4, you're dicing with. It's a stupid decision to start with, in my opinion. But so you'd think you'd have them in sets of 4, or at least have stocks of 1 full set available. But anyway, all right, get up here. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm an electronics engineer and technician by trade, and I know it's not actually the case, but I swear they have a electronic trigger in the gear now, and or the appliances or whatever now, and basically once it gets to its end of warranty period, it just goes, right, now it's time to have something fail. They have like a fail trigger, and it basically just US's the part or the machine or whatever else. I know it's not actually the fact, but it seems very, very coincidental. Basically, they're designing parts that to fail possibly within a set period of time. Like their mean time failure analysis isn't extended out further than the warranty. It's just not kosher. It's not the done thing. I mean, we spent when we built the place, we spent $5,500 on a refrigerator, and to have it die at 2 years and 2 months, yeah, it was pretty disappointing. So. Absolutely. All right, so we've almost finished this field. A little bit more back down here to do. I think we'll convert this field here particularly into a grass field if we look at doing animals. I think what we might do cows on this map. We haven't done cows in 19 as yet. Well, I certainly haven't. But then again, that comes down to you guys. I mean, all right, so let's deal with that right now. So for this map, if we do animals, we have a choice of sheep, pigs, or cows. No, those other 4-legged things are not an option. So in chat, let me know what you think we should do. So should we do cows, sheep, or pigs, combination thereof, or none? Right, so I got 1 for cows. Thanks for that information, Nathan. Back in a minute. Need a pee and getting a cider. So 2 for cows. Okay. Yeah, I hope there's a bloody TMR mixer somewhere. Really? Okay. But we need to try and do it the right way. So if I've got to do mixing with TMR, then that's what I'll do. All right, so we'll be able to test out the silo now. Is that not emptied all the way? Maybe this. No, it's emptied all the way. Sorry? Yeah, it is canola. Yeah, basically, if it looks a bit different to you guys, you'll find that's because I'm running LS Mod Company's Forgotten Crops textures. So basically, the textures of pretty much all the crops, the shrubs, trees. What else did they change? Grass. Most of that has all changed to a custom texture. Just because I like the textures that Erebus has done better than Giants' texture. So yeah, that may be the reason it may look a bit different for you. Which one was that? No, I didn't do that one yet because that's not complete. It was only a partial. And I haven't done that one as yet. But I will do it. Yeah. No, I'll certainly do a video on it because I do know that's different to doing the textures because the icons have to go in a different area. So I'll definitely do a review on it. Oh really? Well, what I might do is I might have a look at it anyway and then do a video if you can't do it, just to sort of help out, see if I can sort it out for you. Oh, tree! Found the tree! And it automatically put me in reverse. How good was that? Alright. A little bit of lag, a little bit of delay. Oh yeah, I can see the stream now. It doesn't look very good at all. Alright. I might have to remove that tree too. Let's see how this goes. I haven't actually used this silo yet. I'm assuming it's all going to work. Oh, it's taking the canola. Let's make sure. And we've got 18,514 litres of canola. Excellent. Now, it apparently does take grass, straw, silage and all that as well. So which will be very good. That's a 900,000 litre capacity. Like I said, there will be a review on it coming out very soon. I have to smooth that area out a little bit too. But yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. I've got about 10 mod reviews at the moment. 2 have been recorded. The rest are set up, ready to record. So it's just a matter of getting time to do it. So hopefully the next couple of days, I'll get all of them recorded, edited, and start pushing them out. And I've also got one episode of Outback of my Australian roleplay series or attempted roleplay series running. Oh, sorry, recorded. So hopefully that shouldn't be too far away either. Got to edit that one up. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. All right. So what's that? 2 weeks I've basically taken off and I've forgotten all my controls. I've got Alton said sheep, so it's 2 cows versus 1 sheep. So I'll give it another couple of minutes. Anyone else want to put their vote in? Any more for sheep or any more for cows? No one's interested in pigs. Going. Gone. So, cows it is. Alright, so we'll grab this header, chuck it back on the trailer. Now I think we've got another field that we can go straight to and harvest. We might just go and set up ready to harvest, and that might be basically about it. Header on. Oh. Yeah, that steering mod is very good when you're using keyboard. The keyboard steering mod is very good when you're doing keyboard, but it's no good when you got it on steering wheel. I have to remember to disable it when I'm playing with the wheel. Yeah, but that's for every individual vehicle, so you have to do it for each vehicle. So it becomes more of an embuggerance. So it's probably just easier. Turn it off. Anyway, we'll see. We'll have a bit more of a play. Like I said, we haven't played with it too much with the steering wheel, because what I've done over the break is not use the steering wheel at all. So, all right, let's have a look. Where was this next field going to be? Gone past it. Yeah. Yeah. Certainly something we can have a look at. So instead of setting up on the field, we're just going to go back to the farm, and we'll close off from there, I think. When we come back on the next episode, we'll which will be next weekend most likely, we'll continue on with our field work. I might do a little bit of work around the farm in between now and then, just retexturing the roads and putting a couple of roads in. I won't do too much because anything in the train editing and that I would like to do on camera, so you can all see how that works for those of you that haven't actually really played with it. And we'll go from there. I'll just park straight in the that'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do. All right. There we go. So that's one field done with our Class Lexion 760. And I think, like I said, that will be basically it for today. We'll come back and we'll do a bit more farm work, get the farm actually all sorted out. And I don't know if we actually, let's have a look. I don't know if we're going to have enough room in here to put a cow pen in here either. Where's the cows? I'm going to put a large cow pasture in. Certainly not there. Depends if I can remove those trees. So we're gonna have to find somewhere to put the cow pasture. We might have to sacrifice one of these fields, which isn't a problem. We can certainly do that. That might be the likely scenario coming out of that. Where's the access to that field? Down through here. All right, so I think this field here might be sacrificed to be a cow pen. We can put a cow pen down in here, and we'll put buildings to support it. do a bit of terrain deformation here to put this in nice and neat. Anyway, all right. So thank you very much for joining us today. That will be it for today's episode. We've got some things to do around the house. It's our last weekend before going back to work. We go back to work on Wednesday, I think it is. So yeah, got to get some stuff done. So so thanks to everyone for joining in today. To Nathan, to Alton, to Jimmy J, to Cy. Who else joined us today? Let me have a look at chat. That's it. That's all the ones we know that joined us. And to those that joined us and didn't actually talk to us, that's okay. But in future, don't be afraid to come into chat, have a bit of a chat with us, let us know what's going on, and we can do all that together. All right. So again, thanks very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. We are happy to be back, and we'll get back into it, dust off the cobwebs as we go, and we'll return back here to Riverview next weekend. Around the same time, quite possibly, but I'll let you know in the Discord, or I'll try and schedule it up on YouTube prior. Oh, so I was talking to me, it was only myself. Thanks, Si. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you again very, very soon. See you, Nathan. Best of luck with finishing off your map. I look forward to getting my hands on it, and I'm sure you won't get any 3-page letters, mate. Anyway, other than that, take care. Keep an eye out for the upcoming mod reviews, and also our Aussie Outback series coming out very soon. American Farmers Gaming, your timing is very poor. We're just signing off. Sorry, good mate. But if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are at 681 subscribers. And hang on, let me just... Sorry, so I'm just going to have to mute you for a minute just to make sure it doesn't put me off like that. Yeah, so if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing. We are at 681 subs as of today. Our goal, our short-term goal, is 700. We're on the road to 1,000. But hopefully we'll get there very soon. I hope you enjoyed the mini rant, a little rant today about appliances and all that sort of stuff. Nathan, I will try and get a better rant for you on the next episode in case you need to finish anything off. All right, guys, take care. Great to have you all back. Again, Happy New Year, everyone. And I look forward to catching up with you all very, very soon. Don't forget to come over and join us in Discord. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching. See you all later.